Ladies and gentlemen, in the following video, I would like to introduce the development of the quality assurance of e-learning in Taiwan. My name is Tony Guo, currently the Associate Professor of the Management and the Information Department in National Open University, Taiwan. There are multiple purposes or benefits about e-learning, including the first, to reduce the gap of learning resource. For instance, students in isolated rural areas can have better learning resources through e-learning. The second, to raise the employment rate through e-learning. Vocational training can be strengthened and the capacity of future labor can be elevated to meet the need of industry. Third, to develop the learning industry through the diversified learning channel and the conventions of e-learning, the market of learning industry can be broadened. To promote lifelong learning through learning which is not limited by time and space, learner can learn anytime and anywhere. To enhance the competitiveness on education market, e-learning can reduce the learning cost, broaden the market area, and enhance the flexibility of learning. As a result, it is very helpful for the elevation of the competitiveness of e-learning market. There are two organizations which are in charge of Taiwan's e-learning quality assurance. One is the e-learning accreditation center of the Ministry of Education. The other is the e-learning quality service center of the Ministry of Economic Affairs. E-learning accreditation center of MOE started in 2008. It provides the service of quality certification for formal classes in universities. Classification of accrediting include e-learning, curriculum, teaching materials. Meanwhile, it accepts the application and the examination of e-learning master program. This is currently a way to get a master degree through e-learning in Taiwan. E-learning Quality Service Center of MOEA primarily aimed at the improvement of e-learning industry quality. It provides the related certification service of e-learning outside university. Therefore, its service customers are different from the previous one. Its certification types are learning courseware, e-learning service, e-learning operation service, and educational applications. Then let's talk about the impact of the e-learning application on Taiwan's university. What is the influence of the application of e-learning on university in Taiwan? First, competitive edges can be strengthened, including the improvement of teaching environment, teaching resources, and teaching quality. Second, the education market can be broadened. Taiwan has already come to the era of low birth rate. The number of students is declining. The application of digital learning can broaden the students' recruitment region to the wild Chinese market locally and overseas. Third, enrollment number can be rises. E-learning can lower the need of traditional classroom. More students can be included in the virtual learning environment. Besides, the Ministry of Education in Taiwan emphasized the development of e-learning. In the university school affairs evaluation, the development of e-learning is included in the evaluation indexes. Now, I will introduce the e-learning accreditation center of the MOE. As previously mentioned, the certification category includes course certification, teaching material certification, and the examination of the e-learning master program. There are 2 dates for application each year in February and July. Now let's talk about the indicator of e-learning certification. There is the set of corresponding examination indicator for these 3 certification categories respectively. The first, the indicator of master program examination. There are 5 dimensions and 21 indicators in total. The dimension 1 is master program setting up and planning. And dimension 2, the course and the teacher arrangement. The dimension 3, recruitment, enrollment, and studying. Dimension 4, environment of teaching system. And dimension 5, support and service of organization and institute. Following is the course certification indicator. There are totally 8 dimensions. 37 indicates in total. The first dimension is subject description. The second dimension is learning motivation maintaining. Dimension 3 is interaction between learner and the teaching materials. Dimension 4 is student-teacher interaction. And dimension 5, the peer interaction. Dimension 6 is learning assessment. And dimension 7, learning management service. And the last dimension is platform function examination. Then, the teaching material certification indicators. There are 4 dimensions and 28 indicators in total. Dimension 1, teaching material content and framework. And dimension 2, teaching material design. Dimension 3, aid design. And dimension 4, multimedia and interface design. Okay, let's talk about how to pass the certification. First, I want to explain that there will be a grade of A+, A, and B after the examination of each certification indicator. The A+ means more than satisfactory, and A means satisfactory, and B means under satisfactory. Indicators can be divided into required and optional ones. The criterion of passing the certification is all the required indicators are A+ or A, and all of the indicators in each dimension are A or above in average. We can see B as 1 point and A as 2 point, and A plus as 3 point. All of the indicators in each dimension are A or above in average mean. The average point need to be A or above. One simple way of calculation is, if there is a B in one optional indicator, then in the same dimension there should be another A plus indicator. In this way, the average can be balanced. Now, let's see how the E-course can pass the certification. In this slide, you can see all the dimension title and the indicator number in course certification. For example, in dimension 1, there are 3 required indicators and 2 optional ones. And dimension 8 is quite special. There's only 1 required indicator. Its content is the examination of learning platform function in this course. There are 11 function examination items. The platform should contain at least 8 functions to get an A. If it contains 10 or more, it can get an A+. Next, this slide shows the 4 dimensions of teaching material certification and the number of the required and the optional indicators. From the number of indicators, we can understand that a dimension 1 teaching material content and framework, and dimension 2 teaching material design are more important part. Now let's check the statistics of passing number of course certification. Passing the certification means the formal quality guarantee from the MOE. It is difficult to pass this certification. We can see it from the applying numbers and passing number from the previous years. The course certifications statistics are from 2006 to 2013. The total applying number is 537, and the passing number is 276. The passing rate is 51%. The statistic of teaching material certification is from 2006 to 2013. The total applying number is 255, and the passing number is 124. The passing rate is 47%. And in conclusion, since the beginning of quality assurance of e-learning in Taiwan, several results have been achieved. First, through the certification system, fine e-course and the teaching material can be recognized. Universities will emphasize more on the quality of e-learning. The second, through the certification indicator, school teachers can understand how to carry out e-learning teaching and prepare the teaching materials, promoting the quality of e-learning. The teaching material will have passed the certification strengthen the sharing and application of teaching material among schools. Therefore, different schools will not develop similar teaching material. Repetition and waste will be avoided. The application effect of e-learning material can be reinforced. Thank you for your listening. Your opinion will be welcome.